In this video, we're going to write equations of lines using point-slope form. Point-slope form says y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, in which y1, m, and x1 are all values that are replaced with numerical numbers. So x1, y1 is going to come from a point that lies on the line, and then m is the slope of the line. So we're going to write the equation of the line that goes through -9, 7 and has a slope of -5/3. So we're going to start by writing our point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. When we write that formula down several times, you'll have it memorized. So first I'm going to list my points. This is x1, y1, and then my slope is -5/3. So I'm going to list all my known values off to the side. M equals -5/3, and then x1 is equal to -9, and y1 is equal to 7. Now I'm going to plug all these values in. -5/3 is going to go in for m. Actually, let me do that in another color since I've already used yellow. -5/3 is going to go in for m. -9 is going to go in for x1. And then 7 is going to go in for y1. So our input and our output, x and y, will remain. So we'll have y minus 7 is equal to -5/3 times the quantity x minus -9. X minus -9 becomes x plus 9. So we have y minus 7 equals -5/3 times x plus 9. I'm going to skip that step on future problems, so I'm not going to write down minus and negative. I'll just change it to a positive immediately. Now we want to clear the fraction. We have 3 terms. We have 1, 2, 3 terms. So I'm going to multiply each of those terms by 3, which will give me 3 times y minus, that's this one right here, 3 times 7 is 21, is equal to, these 3's cancel, and we have -5 times the quantity x plus 9. I'm going to solve for y. 3y minus 21 equals -5x minus 45 by distributing that -5. I'm going to add 21 to both sides, and that gives me 3y equals -5x minus 24, and then I divide each term by 3, and our answer is y equals -5/3 x minus 8. I box it, and I'm done. So our first step is to write down our formula, y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Then we identify our values m, x1, and y1. Then we take those numerical values and we substitute them in, and we simplify solving for y. Okay, here's one for you to try. Write the equation of the line with the slope 2/5 that passes through the point 10, -8. So go ahead and press pause, and if you need help, you can go ahead and press play. Okay, my slope is 2/5. x1 is 10. y1 is -8. I'm going to write my formula, y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. I'm going to substitute -8 in for y1, so y minus a -8 is y plus 8 equals 2/5 times the quantity x minus 10. I'm going to multiply each term by 5 to clear the fraction, which gives me 5y plus 40 equals 2 times the quantity x minus 10. I'm going to distribute the 2. 5y plus 40 equals 2x minus 20. I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides, which gives me 5y equals 2x minus 60. Subtract 40, that's where the minus 60 is coming from. Then we divide both sides by 5, so every term is divided by 5. We bring that slope of 2/5 back, so y equals 2/5 x minus 12. So if you got that, then you're in great shape. Sometimes we need to write an equation of a line given 2 points. So when we're given 2 points, we first have to find the slope. So let's write the steps down off to the side. Our first step is to find the slope. So you're going to find the slope between 2 points. The second step is to pick your favorite ordered pair. So it's really just pick your favorite ordered pair. So whichever one you like better, you can pick. It does not matter. And then step 3, you're going to I'll write the whole word out, substitute in your slope, x1 and y1 from whichever ordered pair you pick to be your favorite. That's going to become x1, y1. And then step 4 is to solve for y. So remember how we find the slope. We're going to write the ordered pairs on top of each other. And our slope is equal to, I'm going to say -5 minus 3 over -1 minus 2. So that's -8 over -3, which is positive 8/3. So m is 8 over 3, and I'm going to say x1 is 2 and y1 is 3. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'm going to substitute in 8/3 for m. 2 is going to go in for x1, and 3 is going to go in for y1. So y minus 3 equals 8/3 times x minus 2. We'll clear the fraction by multiplying each term by 3. That's going to give us 3y minus 9 equals 8 times x minus 2. I'm going to distribute the 8. I get 3y minus 9 equals 8x minus 16. I'm going to add 9 to both sides, giving me 3y equals 8x minus 7. And then I'm going to divide each term by 3. And my equation in slope-intercept form is y equals 8/3 x minus 7/3. Okay, here's one for you to try. Okay, if you pressed pause and you're back, you should have gotten y equals 11x minus 15. And the slope would have been, let's see if that's where you made your mistake, if you made one, 7 minus -4 over 2 minus 1 is 11 over 1, which is 11. And then if you picked, let's say you picked 2, 7, you would have said y minus 2, y minus 7 is equal to 11 times x minus 2. And then you would have added 7 to both sides, and you would have gotten 15. Is that right? 22 minus 7 is 15, and that would be a negative. Y equals 11x minus 15. Or, if you would have picked 1, negative 4, you would have said y plus 4 is equal to 11 times the quantity x minus 1. Y plus 4 is equal to 11x minus 11. You would have subtracted 4 from both sides, and you also would have gotten y equals 11x minus 15, which is indeed the answer. That's the answer. Okay, in the next video, we're going to do some work with, again, writing some equations with some special circumstances, maybe given an x-intercept, maybe given a y-intercept, or a combination of both, and then we're also going to do some word problems, because real world model, that's why we do all of what we do in math, is because we're applying it to something out there in the real world.